Hello students, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, we will discuss about what is managerial economics, few concepts and definitions of it. Okay. Economics we have already seen in the last lecture. This time we will see what are the managerial economics. Economics are certain activities of money earning and spending the money. Now, how managerial economics is something different or something advanced in this particular perspective, we will see in this lecture. Okay. So in this definition, we'll see there are certain definitions of economics we've already seen, and so is the case with the managerial economics. Managerial economics is being defined by many economists. We will see a few of the definitions of this. Managerial economics as a subject, okay. When managerial economics as a book by Joel Dean has published his book in 1951, this particular subject gained its popularity or gain its importance to look forward for this particular subject. Till 1951, the scenario was completely different. But after 1951, when this particular book has been published, okay, this particular subject gained its popularity and importance. Then the people have recognized this particular way of managerial economics. Managerial economics refers to the firm's decision making process. It could be also interpreted as economics of the management or economics of management. Both are the same thing. Okay. Managerial economics can be defined as or can be considered as economics of the management. Okay. Managerial economics is also called as the industrial economics. Okay. How? Because the management is a certain firms is a management can be considered as a committee or the group of people who takes the decision for a certain firm to produce some goods or services. Okay, so this particular group of people who takes the decision, we can call them as the management, and this management will takes the decision for any firm in the economic perspective, so that becomes the economics of management. Now these particular industries which produces goods and services, okay, so when this management takes the this economic decision for this industry, we call them as the industrial economics or business economics. Now every firm, either it is the small firm owned by one particular person or a international company, MNC, or very group of companies, those all has to have this particular economics or the managerial economics, which takes the management takes some decision about what are the financial needs that particular company has and what are the resources through which they could earn the money and what are the fields at which they have to spend the money to gain some profit. So in short, this is also can be termed as the business economics. Okay. As Joel Dole observes, managerial economics shows how economic analysis can be used in formulating policies. Okay. The management of any company or the firm or any organization, they are very responsible for the company's progress, not just in the case of the financial benefits they could get with the less efforts, but also the policies which are going to affect every one of the company in a better way or the makes the production or the benefit more and more possible. In the words of Brigham and L.J. Peppers, the managerial economics is the application of economics theory and methodology to business administration practice. So, in the earlier slide, we have seen managerial economics is the economics of management. Now, what this particular Brigham and the Peppers says, the managerial economics is the applications of economics theory and the methodology to business administration practice. Correct. So managerial economics bridges the gap between traditional economics theory and real business practices in two ways. First, it provides a number of tools and techniques to enable the manager to become more competent to take decisions in real and practical situations. Correct. Because the theoretical methodology, it is a thought, correct? But when it is applied into the reality or into the any particular active form, those decisions has to be taken into consideration, considering real and some practical situations. Secondly, another way of it is it serves as an integrating course to show interaction between various areas in which the firm operates, correct? Every firm has the different departments in it, so different departments are actually interlinked. It's not just the one, every other entity is actually running on its own, correct? So that's why this particular managerial economics, it serves as an integrating course to show interaction between various areas in which the firm operates. Another definition for the managerial economics is given by CL Savage and TR Small, that managerial economics is concerned with business efficiency, correct? Every other decision taken by the managers of management of any different company or any sub company you take into consideration, the l- only idea behind taking this particular decision is to sooner or later they have to be take, or they are supposed to be able to gain more profit with less efforts. So that gives us that the business efficiency should be more and more. Okay, that is what this Savage and Small has derived this particular definition as managerial economics. It's concerned with business efficiency. Next, Emmett Spencer and Louis Segelman explains the managerial economics is the integration of economic theory with business practices for the purpose of facilitating decision making and forward planning of management. So it is clear therefore that managerial economics deals with economic aspects of managerial decisions, with those managerial decisions which have an economic context. The decisions are basically economic, where the money is involved for the firm or for the any individual. Managerial economics may therefore be defined as a body of knowledge, techniques, and practices which give substance to those economic concepts which are useful in deciding the business strategy of a unit of management. Here you can see management which takes the decision in economic perspective. They consider and they have to use their knowledge, the techniques, and the practice, the business practices which give substances to the economic concepts which are useful in deciding the business strategy to gain more and more profit with lesser and lesser input or efforts. Managerial economics is defined or is designed to provide a rigorous treatment of those aspects of economic theory and analyze that most use of managerial decisions analysis, says J.L. Peppers and Brigham. Brigham and Peppers also says that the economics is designed to provide rigorous treatment to those aspects of economic theory and analysis that are most used in managerial decisions. Okay. Managerial economics therefore focuses on those tools and techniques which are useful in decision making. So to take any decision considering every real and practical situation, everyone of the management has to consider their knowledge, previous knowledge of the situation, knowledge of the business practices, the techniques that can enhance the situation and give us the better output, the current business practices, current business strategies, and the one which they are going to propose by taking this decision. Everything that comes under managerial economy. Okay. So we'll see in the next lecture, next topic.